Yes, big up, people. Welcome back to the channel. 12th man is back. I've got Guna to Guna with one of my favourites, Sicily Gunner, in the house. Big up to him. Big up to everyone else. And make sure you check out last night's show, man. It was mad. Absolutely mad. Around the 3 hour mark, a gal jumped on and it got very interesting. Let me tell you that. Big up to Lee, man. How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I've been out and about, had a bit of brunch. Beautiful sunny day. And yeah, man, we're going to get into this Kroenke talk and the miracle in Newcastle tonight.
Yes, the miracle that we're going to have. Although I'd have seen on Twitter, and I've seen that you've seen on Twitter, that it's no pressure, man. It's just going to see what's happening tonight. We're just going to take a little look. Really excited. No pressure. It's going to be interesting to see what the kids do. I couldn't believe when I read that tweet, man. What is happening in this fan base, bruv? Honestly, what is that all about? That is embarrassing.
Joe, I think it is. What am I doing with this camera? Jesus Christ. There we go.
No, you're all good, man.
Yeah. Do you know what I think it is? I think there's so many people down there that have not seen us win anything. They're so used to it. Like they've seen the odd cup every now and again. Yeah. And then because they've gassed themselves up over the last 2 or 3 years that we're in a title race, they don't care about the League Cup. So it's, there's no pressure tonight. No pressure. Mate, it's a cup semi-final and we ain't won a trophy for 1,647 days. But don't worry, guys. There's no pressure. Don't worry about it, lads. That sums up Arsenal fan base on Twitter.
Honestly, mate.
It's what it is, isn't it?
I couldn't believe it when I was seeing it. I thought, you're joking, man. How can there be no pressure tonight? Like, this is just like, it's just a fixture that gets in the way, innit? Albeit, this manager has treated it like that, Lee. I will say that in the last few years, this manager has actually seen these competitions just getting in the way, man. How do you see it going? Let's start there. How do you see it going tonight?
I think we'll come out the blocks quick. Yeah, and I think like we'll have that aggression like from the get-go. Listen, they're a physical team. Yeah, but they're a very well-drilled team as well. They've got a decent coach. They've got a good setup defensively. Their midfield's quality, arguably the best in the league, if I'm honest. Yeah, with Joe Linton, Tonali, and Bruno. That three, they all complement each other. And then they've got a striker up front who can score that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they've got Gordon, who's pretty good as well. So, yeah, if we get a goal before half-time, then yeah, maybe we can get it to extra time or maybe nick it. Because like, let's be real, we've been there, both been to that stadium. Their stadium's beautiful, by the way. Yeah, the fans are crazy.
Unbelievable.
And it's loud as well. Yeah, but tonight it's going to be even louder. They're that close to getting to another final, Dan. Yeah, so I think that they're not going to come out looking for a goal. They're going to come out sitting back, and if they can nick a goal on the break, they'll get one. Yeah, and we know with Dan Burn and Botman and all Shah and all the defenders they've got, they can actually defend. So if we try doing this cross the ball aimlessly into the box rubbish, just sweep it up, clean it out like they did at a home fixture. So I don't know. If we get a goal by half time, yeah, I'll be semi-confident that we could get it to extra time. And then who knows? If they score, yeah, I think we just throw the towel in. Yeah, because their head will be in Dubai.
What team are we going to put out? Is he going to muck around with this team? Or is he going to put out the strongest? Because we've got a break after this. Surely he goes strong, right?
Well, if he don't, I'll be fuming.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I want to see that comment now. I want to see Ethan start as well. Yeah, I want to see him start. Yeah, he's pretty quick. He's tricky. He can score goals. He can create. Yeah, go on the other side with probably Trossard. I'd go Trossard. Yeah, obviously we're going to have the donkey up front. Me personally, I would have gone with Martinelli, but we know he's starting, isn't it? So, and then yeah, Odegaard, best performance he's had since his injury was the weekend. Rice and Partey. And the defence picks itself pretty much, doesn't it? Skelly, Timber, and the centre-backs. I'd go with that. Yeah, it don't leave us a lot off the bench, but that's where we're at. And if we get a goal before half-time, like I say, and DJB said it the other day to me, whoever scores first in that game, probably, yeah, the tide turns. If they score first, then I think we just throw the towel in. They'll be like, yeah, we're going to Dubai anyway. Yeah, they're probably flying off to Dubai straight after that game. Yeah, if not, it'll be tomorrow. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. We'll see. Yeah, the thing is, Newcastle, yeah, give Isak a chance in the back of the net. Yeah, and if we push too far forward, they have one ball over the top. We see this at the Emirates stand. One ball over the top, and there's 2-on-2. So, yeah, they're a very good team. We're a very well-drilled team. It's not going to be easy. Personally, I don't think we'll get through. But you never know. You never know. And if we do get through, bring on Spurs. Yeah, get Spurs in the final.
Mate, I don't know if I want that, you know, because I know that we like laugh at them and all that, but can you imagine? Under this manager, could you imagine if he, Ange Postecoglou, was to manage, what does Big Steve call him, Paul Bearer? if he's managing to get a trophy ahead of us by beating us, I don't think I can hack it, mate. But look, I don't think we're personally going to be going through tonight. I think we might win the tie, but I don't think we go through on aggregate. I think we completely ballsed it up at home. And if I'm honest with you, Newcastle and Man United dumping of both of those competitions has just been PTSD for me. That has PTSD that's got easier, Lee, because I'm kind of expecting it. It's happened so many times now. Like his cup record is actually embarrassing, bruv. Like it's actually embarrassing. When you look at since he's won it and with the first time that he was here, he's put together a team and spent 700 million, assembled a team that he wants. And he's basically gone out at every opportunity. And in Europe as well, by the way, because people say that, oh, it's European competition, he's still learning. Mate, we're in the Europa League for the first few years and he was bombing out to Olympiacos and Villarreal. And who was the other team?
Sporting.
Sporting Lisbon. Like, come on, man. Like, I wouldn't even, do you know what? I wouldn't even mind it so much, right? If we were in the Europa League and it was like, we've got Atletico Madrid who've come down somehow from the Champions League. We've gone out. Like, at least I would respect that and go, do you know what? Fair play. Diego Simeone, he's a baller. He gets it. He's a great manager. And it's hard to beat those teams. But we were bombing out to Olympiacos and Villarreal against Emery, by the way, which was even more embarrassing. And then you've got, obviously, the Sporting Lisbon one against Amorim. And I'm like, what's happening with this manager? Like, real talk. And then we get into a stage now where we've won 5-1 against a City side that are on their backside. And then 24 hours later, everyone's deflated again because of the window. And I go tonight thinking, you know, this could have actually had a bit of a dampener tonight. But do you know what? We're probably going to go out. Maybe there is an element of everyone expects us to. There's serious pressure, but everyone's expecting we're done anyway. But at least we've gone and got some signings so that if we go out, we're now going to Dubai, sorting ourselves out, and then we've got a decent bench by the time we get back. But it's like, hang on a minute, we've beaten City, we ain't signed anyone, we're going to probably go out, and then their reward is, oh yeah, you ain't playing now in the FA Cup, are you? Why don't you get off to Dubai then and have a holiday? You know, I said this to Matty last night. I said, in your job, if your boss was like, look, I need to talk to you about something, you haven't been in for the last 3 weeks, no one's seen or heard from you, what we're going to have to do is put you on a discipline. So get yourself on a plane, go up to Dubai for a couple of weeks and have a nice holiday, will you? Can you imagine? That does not happen. No. It's actually mad. So everyone else that's trying to win a trophy, we're in Dubai, warm weather training, kicking it all the ball around. And our fan base are lapping it up because last time we went to Dubai, it turned our season over. Well, we didn't win anything though, Lee, did we?
Nope.
We had to go. We're in a situation where we've got 14 games left. We've got to win pretty much 12 to 13 of those 14 games if we have any chance of winning this league. I can see us dropping another 4 or 5 games this season personally, which means that Liverpool have to drop 7 or 8 games in like 15 games. That ain't going to happen, bruv, is it?
No, it ain't. It ain't. And I'll be honest with you, Dan, yeah? Right, we totally cocked up in the summer window. That's where we cocked up. You said it, I said it, thousands of people have said it. Yeah, we needed a striker, a right winger, a number 10, a midfielder, and a defender, and a goalkeeper. Yeah, and we signed Sterling as our forward player. Raheem Sterling. You ain't seen the best of me. We have, mate, and you owe Kevin De Bruyne 3/4 of your salary. Right, so I'm saying backsticks happens and that. Yeah, we signed Calafiori, which now looks stupid because Skelly's come through. Yeah, we signed Neto, who's, well, we see him against Girona. He looks awful. And, yeah, the whole thing's Marino. What does he actually do? We would have been better off keeping El Neni. Like, what are we doing here? Like, the whole window in that summer has been a sham. Yeah, and we said it in the summer. As soon as Saka gets injured, which he will, because we got very lucky last season that a lot of our key players stayed fit all season, only missed the odd game here and there. Yeah, and this season it was pretty obvious to call Dan. Like people go, oh, how does he always get it right? Well, because I've been watching football nearly 40 years. Yeah, I know what a tight winning team looks like. I know when a player is likely to get injured. Yeah, it's very rare that a player will go 2 straight seasons without getting an injury. Very rare. Yeah, it's very rare that a player can play 90 minutes week in, week out. Yeah, limp off the pitch every other week and then start every week and not be seriously injured at some point. Yeah, there we go. Who we got to replace him? Oh, Sterling. Yeah, but then you don't rate him. Yeah, and then Ethan's coming through. Like, damn, the whole thing's a scam. Yeah, the whole club's a scam. Yeah, and then you've got the Kroenkes sitting here. Do you remember when the Super League happened? Yeah, like, and everyone was going mad. They protesting outside the stadium. Josh Kroenke's going, oh, we want to interact with fans. Has he ever done a fan like calling, like a phone in or anything like that? No. He wants to interact with fans. Has he ever been around the boozers in London? Yeah, no. Well, Roman Abramovich used it. Yeah, Roman Abramovich got more money than he has. Yeah, he used to go down the pubs and just put the money behind the bar and say, yeah, help yourselves, lads. You can have whatever you want. Yeah, I'll come back and play it later. Yeah, what's our owner do? Yeah, sit there chatting crap. Yeah, I would say be
One
excited.
second, Lee. Can I just out this geezer, because this is hilarious, by the way. Right, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but this is
Do I
absolutely
get a
hilarious.
trophy for that? I've equalled Arteta.
You are the worst fan I've ever seen.
Cheers, mate.
How come we have scored the most goals, got the most points with injuries and bad refs? There it is. There it is. Makes zero sense to not back Mikel Arteta. This is what we've got. And apparently, I don't know. Boroff, I don't know if you do. I mean, with a name like that, I'm not quite sure. But if you have been to the games and you have seen and had a drink with Josh Kroenke, then good on you, mate. But apparently, he has been. There we go. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. Here it is. He did interact with the fans. Do you know how he interacts with the fans? Because I know how he interacts with the fans on Zoom, on a Zoom call with a select few
from the
people.
AST.
Yeah, exactly that, mate. So that is not interacting with the fans, is it? It's
no, that's a select
ridiculous.
few that get handpicked, that don't ask difficult questions. They're just happy to be there. Yeah, we've seen this before when Wenger and all that were there. Oh, somebody captured the moment of me interacting with Wenger. Yeah, get out of it, mate. You gave him your phone and said, "Can you take a picture?"
100%.
What are we doing here? Bro, this is the thing, yeah. Like, people like that make me laugh. It's like, you're the worst fan ever. Why? Because I want my team to win. The only reason you support the club, mate, is to probably won something that season. Then you thought, oh, they play good football, I'll support them. Yeah, get out of here, man. Like, real talk, these people are hilarious, and there's millions of these, and there's more of them than there are us down here, right?
Yeah.
Dan, you go games there. They don't care if you're there or not, mate. Honestly, the Kroenkes do not care. You're an afterthought, because if you don't turn up, somebody's having your ticket anyway.
Facts.
Yeah, the season ticket waiting list is well over 100,000. So if the whole stadium 40,000 season ticket holders goes, I can't be asked, we're giving it all back. They can sell that 2 or 3 times over. They're sweet. They don't care. So what they do is they play off for the people that don't go for whatever reason, can't go, can't get tickets, can't afford it, logistics, all of that. Yeah, that are just, oh my God, I have to support the team. Yeah, because I can't go, so I'll support it. Yeah, as much as I can. And anyone who's been there, done it, they're negative. Piss off. Yeah. Can you imagine this lot supporting Real Madrid when they're booing their players onto the pitch a couple of days after a final? After they've already won 2 trophies this season. Yeah, 5 in the last 12 months. But they lose to Barcelona in a final and they all get booed on the pitch. Yeah, the manager gets booed. Can you imagine that? Most decorated manager in their history gets booed. Yeah, oh no, look what he's done for the club.
Imagine.
Now, these people are hilarious, Dan. Honestly, they're hilarious. No, this is the ones that the Kroenkes like.
Oh, they love them. Absolutely love them. They're dream fans to them. What I'll do, Boroff, is if you don't slate Lee, me, or any of the chat off, you can stay, right? If you want to have a genuine conversation, I will bring some of these up, because if you can refrain it from being a muppet. You're the worst fan, Lee, apparently, because you said you'd never support an Arsenal player scoring. What's all that about?
Send me the clip of me saying that. You're lying.
There we go. I thought so. I was going to ask you, but I knew you'd say it how it is, but I don't know what he's talking about.
It's not like I wanted Wenger out and I was putting my ticket in the stadium and then cheering Danny Welbeck on, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Honestly, crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely mad. It really is.
No, he got what he wanted, Dan. He's got his little clip. He's probably screen grabbed that now. He can show.
Oh yeah, he'll be famous now. Maybe I shouldn't have done it, but it's what it is. George, still waiting to see us sign a world-class player. The last world-class player we signed was Aubameyang in 2018, 5 years ago. That's mad. If we have Champions League football, then, Lee, when we signed that world-class player.
Europa League.
How funny is that? I said that last night.
That was the last time we signed a striker, and that was 7 years ago. 7 years ago. Yeah. Oh, by the way, he was 28 or 29 when we signed him, but Watkins is too old, apparently. Yeah, Ian Wright was about the same age when we signed him.
Yeah, right. He was 28,
Yeah. Watkins is too old, mate. They like the youngsters nowadays. Interesting.
Honestly, ROC says the irony, their mentality is worse for the club. And this is what I said last night. And I went on a bit of a rant last night before you come on, Lee, talking about this. Because all day yesterday, I had DMs and people tagging me and people asking me questions about why I don't trust this ownership and why I'm harsh this ownership. And they always tag me and Turkish in it. Oh, it's just embarrassing. Anyway, these people were going for it. And I actually just spun it around on them. And I was like, you are basically the reason that we have not won anything in 21 years. Because you're accepting and lapping this up. This mediocrity that you are saying is now success. So second place, when I walked out of Highbury, I used to be near on tears, mate. Used to be mourning. I used to absolutely cannot stand the fact that we haven't beaten Manchester United. And that was a Man United side that was unbelievable, by the way, that would put half of these sides in the bin right now. Yeah. and they come up and they're like, "Wow, this Man City side, this Man City side." If you were around when Fergie's Man United side was about, mate, trust me, you'd know what a decent side was about, right? I'm not saying that Man City side isn't, because it is phenomenal, right? But I look at it and I think, hang on a minute, you guys were clearly not around at the time that I was then, because you wouldn't be talking like that. You wouldn't be celebrating second place. You wouldn't be talking about progress. You wouldn't be talking about processes. You wouldn't be talking about the PR spin that we see so much. And you wouldn't be loving off this ownership, particularly after a window that I've just seen as another absolute disgrace and a failure of a window. And there are some, to be fair, Gunnar, right, that are now starting to turn. They're not completely gone their way of like, they get everyone out, but they're now starting to wake up a little bit. But you can tell that there's a section of the fan base that are sticking their finger in their ears, closing their eyes, la 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 la, or they'll stick their head in the sand like an ostrich, and it'll be fine. We'll win in May. We'll win the Champions League. We'll win the Premier League. And you know what? You and I have said many a time, if we do that, we'll say, "Wow, fair play. We were the ones that got it wrong." But we ain't been wrong so far. And this is what frustrates me. And there are some people that think we're wrong because Arteta's now got us challenging. And I admit it, I didn't see that happening. I must admit. And I did come out and say, yeah, do you know what? I was wrong about that. But it ain't about challenging, it's about winning. And that was what the process should have been the end for now. And unfortunately, the Kroenkes are seeing that everyone sat in this ground. They're seeing the fact that we've got 30 or 40,000 people outside on a waiting list. The club armory is absolutely buzzing every single home game. You can't get in it or out of it. It's just once you go in, you're stuck. It's like a maze. You've got to crawl around it to get out. It's absolutely horrendous. The only reason I know that is I had to go in to get a present not too long ago for someone, and I literally couldn't get out of the place. It was just absolute hell. So if you do go in there, my advice is to go there proper early, because otherwise you will not get out and you'll miss the game. That's how big and busy it is. All of the pints have gone up. All the food and now they've put in place is all gone up. They're putting more, apparently, food and drinks and refreshments next season onwards. They're looking at that because obviously they're thinking, wow, we got to sort this out. Everyone's getting in there earlier now. They're all singing songs on the concourse. This is why people are going in there earlier, for the atmosphere. Honestly, mate, it's absolutely palm of the hand stuff from the Kroenkes, and they're loving it. And they've got to this window, and because not everyone's protesting and kicking him off, they're like, wow, this is all right, isn't it? Don't have to spend any money, and they're happy. So as long as bums were on seats, mate, that's why I look at it and I think you are actually the worst owners right now that I can even think about. That this process, in my opinion, you get quite close and then they do nothing. So I said this last night and I'll say it again. They had two options. They can either say, sorry, mate, you ain't getting any more penny from me. I've given you enough. And if you don't win something in May, you're off. That's option number one. Option number two from the ownership is, now, actually, do you know what? I do think you're our guy. I'm going to back you up because you have got injuries through your front line and it ain't good enough. So here's 150 million. Go and spend it, and go and spend it on what you want. And then in the middle, you've got do nothing. And they've decided to do nothing. So real talk, man, I'm sick of it, this ownership. Talk to me, Gunnar.
Yeah, bro, we've seen this with Wenger. Yeah, pay him 11 million quid, the highest paid manager in world football, when Jose was in his pomp. Fergie was still managing. Ancelotti still winning trophies. Pep Guardiola, unbelievable team at Barca. And he was the highest paid man in world football. Why? Why? I'll tell you why. To keep his mouth shut and take all the flack. Yeah, and they're doing exactly the same with this guy. There's no way, and we see the list last night, Dan, yeah? He's the second highest paid manager in world football for what? Every other person on that list had won multiple trophies. Yeah, and he's won an FA Cup. Yeah, you got Pep, who's Pep, two trebles, all the other cups. You had Ancelotti on the list, Inzaghi, Company was on there. Cool, fair enough. He ain't won anything other than a league in a different, second division or championship as it is. Still won a league. Yeah, and they'll probably win one this season. Yeah, and all of these managers, Inzaghi on 5 million a year, and this guy's on 15. For what? Yeah, he sits in press conference after press conference, lying through his teeth. Never answers the question directly. Goes all the way around the houses and think, oh, wow, he's bamboozled us. Yeah, sits there with a smug grin on his face, lying to millions of people. Yeah, it's all done by design, Dan. He is a puppet for that ownership. Yeah, and he ain't going to go anywhere until that stadium's empty. And it ain't going to be empty for time. Yeah, we see it with Wenger, Dan. Yeah, the only way he gets out of this club, yeah, I'd say, is if we fall out of the top four and the fans start leaving the ground. Yeah, and start leaving, not going to games anymore. Yeah, and it's nosedives, a bit like it did with Wenger. Yeah, or if we get through tonight, get to that final and then get battered by Tottenham in the final. That's the only way. He ain't going anywhere, Dan. Yeah, they're not going to sack him. They'll have to pay him 40 odd million quid to get rid. Yeah, and he ain't going to go, oh, I'm leaving because he's an arrogant prick. Yeah, and we're stuck with him. Who else is going to pay him? Real talk, right? When you've got Inzaghi in Milan on 5.1 million a year, you've got Ancelotti on 8 million a year at Real Madrid, the biggest club on the planet. Their most successful manager in history, Dan, is on just over half of what our manager is on for winning one FA Cup 6 cups ago. Where's he going?
Mate,
Who's going to pay
Arnie
him?
Slot's on 6 mil, mate. What's he going to be on if he wins the Premier League? What's he going to be on? He'll be on about 20, won't he? Surely.
Dan, Pep's on 18 million. He's on 15. He's won 2 trebles there. How many? Pep's won 40 trophies on 18 mil. Dan, he ain't going anywhere. Yeah,
he's the shield, man. He's the shield, as they say.
He is. Well, and when Agal came on, he made some good points last night about the free lawyers and all of that in the hierarchy. Yeah. Right. But again, this has all been done deliberately. Yeah, I don't believe there's a power struggle between these people and Arteta. Yeah, I don't think there is. I think the ones that did have the power struggle have gone. Yeah, Vinay, I think he had no say whatsoever, if I'm honest. He was a clown. He walked out scot-free, by the way.
I never knew what he did to him. I never understood his job. That was a lovely job.
He was making tea and coffee for Edu on the All for Nothing. Do you remember?
Yeah. I'll tell you what he was doing. He was trying to put together a European Super League. That was his job. And he failed that.
And then you got Edu. Yeah, like he walks out. Yeah, and now you've got people out here making out that that this Tim Lewis and all these other they're the problem because we'll only go to a certain amount of money. And what? And what? Man City do that. Real Madrid do that.
Did you see that thing that they did? I think it was Curtis in Turkish I was listening to. It had come out in, and again, I don't know how bloody true half this stuff is, but apparently since Raul Sanllehi agreed the Pepe deal, the Kroenkes basically employed that Tim Lewis as this kind of asset stripper, basically, by saying nothing gets through you without your agreeance. Do you believe in that crap? Do you think that's true?
This is what that geezer posted out on Twitter, that long article he wrote out on Twitter.
Yeah.
I said this last night. Why has he put it out the day after the transfer window shut? Why didn't he put it out the day before? Yeah, or a year ago when he knew all of this? Because if he knew all of that then, he knew all of that then, surely. Surely somebody's not just phoned him off out of the blue and gone, right, now the window's shut, lads. Yeah, well, this is what happened when Sanelli was here with the Pepe deal. This guy's coming, and this. He's known that. So why has he posted it now? Why? Because he's making it up, Dan. Yeah, he's making it up. And even if he ain't making it up, yeah, right? Let's just be real with it. That's how you run a business. And Arsenal is a business to these people.
Of course it is.
Yeah. You've overspent on that guy. Yeah. He's run his contract down. We've had to let him go for nothing. We've had to do the same with him and him. Right, we need to get some money back. Yeah, so we ain't going above this much. So no, you can't have him. Tough shit. Get on with it. Coach. Yeah, everyone keeps telling us, Dan, this guy is the greatest coach. Oh, he's the best young manager in world football. Cool. Well, let's see how good you are now then, mate. Yeah, because you got rid of half our team. You didn't want Tierney. You ain't played him. You don't want Zinchenko or Kivior anymore, even though you signed them for about 70 million between them. You don't want half of these players that he's got here, Dan. Yeah, cool. Let's see how good a coach you are then. Yeah, because good coaches coach the players to get better. Look at Slot. Yeah, people keep waffling on about, oh, yeah, but he inherited a better team. And they didn't win the league last year, or the year before, or the year before that, or the year before that. So what are we doing here? Yeah, and Slot's gone in there, and look how good they look now. Yeah, he's just tweaked a couple of things, and he even said it. Yeah, in one of his first press conferences, Klopp was a great manager. Yeah, I've inherited a fantastic team. Yeah, and I'm not going to rip up what Klopp's done. Yeah, I'm just going to add my little bit to it because the foundation's already there. Yeah, and this is like when Arsene Wenger came into Arsenal. Yeah, we had that back five with the goalkeeper. We had Ian Wright, Ray Parlour, and Bergkamp. Yeah, all they had to do was just sprinkle a little bit here and there. Bang, double in 18 months. Yeah, and I'm telling you now, that guy at Liverpool is quality. And fair play, because I didn't really know a lot about him then. Yeah, I said that it goes one way or the other. He's either sacked by Christmas or he's going to fly. And now look at him. Yeah, and what are we doing? Sitting there going round and round and round, convincing everyone that second's great. Yeah, with an ownership that couldn't care less and never have done. Yeah, with a puppet manager that's just keeping his job. Yeah, by saying the right things. Yeah, I'll protect you, mate. I'll protect it. As long as I'm getting my 15 mil every year, I'll keep my mouth shut. Because that's what Wenger was doing. We've done the same thing, bro. Yeah, and this fan base, a lot of them grew up on Wenger, like the latter days, the Invincibles and all that. They've never seen us win a league. Yeah, and if they have, it's only the Invincible or the 02 season. Right? So now they're desperate. Now, because they've seen Wenger at the club so long, they think that, we can keep Arteta that long. No, they're paid employees, mate. Win or piss off. They're down. If you're not doing your job properly, you get a warning. Yeah, you get called into the office. Here's a verbal warning. Then you get called in again next time. There's a written warning. Yeah, as soon as you've had a few warnings, mate, you're out. How many warnings this guy had? There's none, because our fans just let him off. Yeah, but then they blame the refs. They blame you. They blame me.
Our guy gets rewarded, mate, and we give the players rewards by going to Dubai when we haven't got through in a cup. It's just, honestly, it's ridiculous.
He's had 2 pay rises since he's been manager. Why? He's not won anything, Dan. Yeah, he got the job, won the FA Cup. Well done. Since then, he's had 2 pay rises, 2 new contracts. He's had more contracts at Arsenal than he's won trophies.
And he's also not being wanted by everyone. Like, let's be real. Like, it's not like Real Madrid are knocking on our door asking for him, or Man City are trying to get him to replace Pep, is it? Do you know what I mean? Like, this is what I don't get. Like, why are we going and putting him on those wages when nobody is actually after this guy? Now, don't get me wrong. I think he'll get another job if he leaves Arsenal, or when he leaves Arsenal.
Yeah,
I'm sure he will.
Levante.
There we go. So he'll get a job. It won't be at this level, will it? It won't be like, he's going to go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this comes back to the PR, Dan. This comes back to the PR. Oh, Barcelona are in for him. PSG are in for him. No, they're not. Why would PSG get rid of Luis Enrique for Mikel Arteta? Like, let's just be real here. Could you imagine? Yeah, and that story was before Mbappe left as well, by the way. Yeah, like before Luis Enrique got the job, I think as well. Right? Can you imagine him managing Mbappe? Yeah, Mbappe's bigger than him. Let's just be real with it. Who is Mikel Arteta, bro? What has he ever achieved in the game? Yeah, in comparison to other players that are currently playing the game. Can you imagine him walking in and managing Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe? Yeah, they'd look at him and go, "Who's this guy? Well, you come to sweep the floor, mate? Is this the janitor? Like, what are we doing here?" They both, man, get out of here. Yeah, but the way they've packaged and marketed this guy, the next manager's finished. Yeah, because they can't dress up a youth project. They can't dress up it takes time, it's a process, it's this and that. Because the fans go, bollocks, we've seen that before. So now they have to keep him. Yeah, and as long as they get in top 4, they couldn't care less. We know this, Dan. We've seen it for years and years and years. Yeah, and it ain't changing, mate, unless the results go south real quick.
Look, man, let me bring these super chats in, and then I've got something that will make you smile. Why always me? He says, let's be real, Kroenkes don't care about Arsenal and soccer. If we would be the owners of Arsenal and some NFL team, we'd be putting more money into Arsenal, of course. Look, I mean, let's be real. There's always going to be that comparison to what they're doing over in America and what they're doing in England. And as much as I will say they've got success over in America, they ain't dominated any of these sports, by the way. That's one thing they ain't done. Blackstar131 says, I can't see us winning anything for the next decade, but top gooners will still talk about Spurs. Fam, we are Spurs. Kroenke out. Turning into him, let me tell you that. Big up to you, bro. Matty, legend, says players were out there and available. Lee and I found at least 12 to 15 realistically available players across the world that they could have brought in. Facts, bro. Even
that
in this window.
That Eunice guy, you see that it was hashtag, mate, me and Matty sat backstage. I was still up at about 5 a.m. Yeah, we were sat backstage after we finished the show. Yeah, we went on a StreamYard so we could share clips. Yeah, backstage. Mate, we sat there and this guy, we was like, who's this guy? Yeah, he played for Leicester. Yeah, a guy called Eunice. Guy called, bro, how techie is this guy? Yeah, he plays for Galatasaray. Yeah, bro, this guy walks straight into our team.
Eunice that good. Is that him?
That's it. He played for Leicester in the Championship, won the title. Yeah, he plays for Galatasaray now, Border.
They've got just 8 games in the Europa League, that is.
Yeah,
wow.
But there's no one available. No one available. He scored against Spurs. He scored a screamer against Spurs on a volley, 20 yards out.
12 GA and 20. 5 goals in 8 matches in Europa. Mate,
we sat backstage. Right. We watched the MLS. We watched the Brazilian League. Yeah, the Bundesliga, La Liga, Serie A. Yeah, the Turkish League. We're sitting there just watching. And we were like, bloody hell, who's that player? Let's Google. Let's have a look at that. Bro, some of these players, they're so sound technically on the ball in tight spaces. Yeah. And then people go, who's available? Well, he was. You're telling me if we went in for him, we couldn't get him. Yeah, and that guy, I swear down, light years better than Odegaard, mate.
Wow. Mally says, why Dubai? Send them to Croydon. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Let's read something that made me laugh, Lee, which was part of his press conference yesterday. Now, a lot of people say it's not Mikel Arteta and etc. etc. Do you know what? Mikel Arteta has definitely annoyed me, but I am more annoyed with the Cronkies. I will say that now, and I always have looked ahead of him, right? But when I listen to his press conferences, it's so obvious now that he is protecting them, and it's so obvious that he's the shield, and he's basically been signing this potential £15 million a year contract to say, keep that stum, tell us we're the best owners you've ever had, and we'll be fine. We'll get along fine. Don't have to win anything. You just have to get into the top four. That's all good. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but what I'm hearing is absolutely crazy from Mikel Arteta in terms of this window. Now, this is what he said, man. He was asked on having to put up work into transfers that may help us in the summer. He said, we had a clear intention, which is always there. It's a window open to explore opportunities to improve our squad with players that can impact it. We haven't achieved it, so we are disappointed in that sense. But as well, we're very aware that we only want to bring in certain kinds of players, and we have to be very disciplined with that as well. And I think that we were. Well, you were definitely disciplined, mate, because you didn't bring any of them in. There's being disciplined, and there's just being safe and stupid. Now,
no one was available.
Nobody was available, right? So we'll come back to that in a minute. But this is what makes me laugh. We're not going to just bring in anyone. We're going to be disciplined with it. We're not just going to bring in anyone. We're going to be extremely disciplined with it. We don't just buy anyone. We go and make signings that make us 100% better, that take us to the new level. We're not just going to make do with any of these players that we bring in. They're all going to take us to the next level and get us across the line. That's what we're hearing. These players that have been brought in are the ones that are going to take us across that line and win us something. Crazy to me. Crazy.
What does it sound like, Dan? Sounds like Wenger, doesn't it?
Isn't that weird? What's the common denominator?
Highest paid manager or second highest. Yeah. Long contract, no pressure to win anything. Fans lapping it up. Ownership's the same. Revenue's booming. Who's that sound like? Oh, yeah, Wenger. Yeah, he's full of shit, mate. Yeah, you got people like in the chat and all over the world saying, why have we got a God-given right to win stuff? We're the third biggest club in England. I expect to win a title. I've seen us win 5. I've seen us win 17 trophies. Yeah, add all the finals in that we haven't won. I'm not gassing them up, of course, but we still got there. Yeah, and if we'd won all of them, I'd be sitting there going, well, I think we've won about 26, 27 trophies, Dan, in my lifetime. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Right? Instead of, we won 17, cool. Yeah, but at the same time, you don't hear this from other fans, mate.
Don't forget the Community Shields we've won, bro. Don't forget
that. Yeah, he's won 3. Yeah, he's won 3 trophies in total. Yeah, we bought a dog, called it something he can't do. Do you know what I mean? What are we doing here, Dan? You don't see, when you see these clubs around Europe, right? PSG, people go, like somebody in the chat earlier said, oh, yeah, you could put Stevie Wonder in charge, you win the league. Really? How comes Lille won it a few years ago then? How comes Monaco have won it recently then? Yeah? But Real Madrid, it's different at Real Madrid. Okay, cool. How comes Barca won the league 2 years ago then? And Atleti won it 3 years ago. Yeah, Italy. How many teams have won the league in Italy in the last 3 or 4 years? Yeah. AC Milan won one, then sacked their manager. Do you know what I mean? It's like, bro, you see this around different areas of the world. Managers are there to do a job, and that is to win trophies. And if you don't win the trophy, you're sacked. And even if you do, the style of play better be good. Yeah. Or you're still sacked. And that's how it is. In England, the whole thing's a scam, mate. Yeah, it's the worst league in the world. I'm telling you right now, Dan, the quality is trash. Yeah, and this is why whenever we come up against European teams, we get played off the park. Yeah, like you said about Europa League earlier. Yeah, Olympiacos and Villarreal. Yeah, they had Etienne Capoue, yeah, and Francis Coquelin on left wing. Yeah, Juan Foyth, yeah, Raul Albiol. Yeah, he's about 50. Yeah, do you know what I mean? they had Alberto Moreno at left back. Yeah, and they're bopping us off the park with Super Duper Mick in charge. Now, damn, this is exactly what they want. It's all been done by design at this football club, and it has been since they got it. Yeah, when we had David Dean and all that lot here, yeah, beforehand. Like, mate, we're a totally different football club to what we are now. Yeah, this has all been done slowly, gradually. Yeah, he probably has overachieved in terms of the Cronkies' view on it. because they probably didn't expect him to have us in a title race. Yeah, they just thought if we can get top four. Yeah, and he's got us in a title race. They've thrown a few more quid at him. He's got us in a title race again. Yeah. Now they've gone, right, well, we've done 750 mil. That's us sorted because he's all right. He can get us in a title race with what he's got. Yeah, which means he's getting us top 4. Yeah, so if he wins it, bonus. If he don't win it, oh, well, we're top 4 anyway. Yeah, we've got over 100 million quid from Champions League revenue. Yeah, we've got 100 million quid for TV deal. Yeah, all the merch. Damn, in January, we dropped 4 different lines of merch. We signed no players. Did you get your NPC code down? You dropped 4 lines of merch, mate. Yeah, 4 different lines of merch. People are queuing up outside the shop to buy it. Yeah. Scan down. Oh, I'm going down the Emirates this weekend. Oh, are you playing? Oh, we're going to play Leicester. Yeah. Yeah, we'll win it right at the death. Yeah, because that's what we do. Yeah. Oh, I'm going down the Emirates this weekend. Oh, are you playing? Playing Southampton. Yeah, we're shit the bed on that one nearly as well. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm going down the Emirates this week. Are you playing Aston Villa? Oh, yeah, that's a tough guy. No, we'll beat them. They're rubbish. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here, Dan? They go down there, right? And I ain't been for years, but I could see it when I was going down. There's so many people just happy to be in that stadium. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, and you start singing and all that, and people are looking at you like you're a weirdo. Like, you stand up, oh, excuse me, can you sit down? No, stand up. Oh, I can't see. Well, stand up then. Right, Dan, it's a jolly up here for people. And because of COVID, yeah, this fan base has just gone south. Yeah, because obviously we all sat in our gaffs for 2 years. Yeah, this ownership knew exactly what they were doing. Chelsea are doing it now. Man United have done it, and Tottenham do it. Yeah, play on emotion. Play on emotion. Spin out the PR. It's a young squad. Yeah, it was done by design. A young squad. How about go and get some actual players that are not young? Yeah, some actual vets of the game. Yeah, some experience. We might have got over the line. Instead, you got rid of all the ones that did go over the line. Now we ain't won nothing. Yeah, we could do with Aubameyang up front now. Oh, he's too old. Well, he's still bagging goals, mate. And he bagged about 40 the year before. Yeah, Riyad Mahrez. Yeah, baller, 30 mil. Should have got him. Yeah, he's still back. Oh, but it's the Saudi league. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Yeah. Oh, but what about this player? Oh, yeah, but it's a farmers league. Well, the farmers keep harvesting trophies, Dan. Yeah, meanwhile, we ain't harvesting nothing. Yeah, we're planting dead seeds.
Facts, bro, facts. What's mad is if you look at the players that went this window, just quickly on the merch, by the way, Russ said something funny last night. He said, oh, we'll be singing soon. 49 merch releases.
I love Russ, man.
Love Russ,
a nice guy.
He's such a ledge, man. Such a ledge. He's hilarious, mate. He's sick of Kroenkes, man. He is probably the one that I will say. He is literally like, I'm not blaming anyone but our owners. And he's always stuck by it, man. He ain't changed it at all.
He said that for years and years, hasn't he?
He has years, mate. He doesn't particularly like Wenger and Arteta, but he's not one that hates on them. He hates on the Kroenkes more than anyone, man. He's always been consistent with it. So big up to
Dan,
Russ,
I've been saying it all season, yeah. As soon as he signed that contract, the last one, the most recent one, I said, nah, cool. If somebody put 15 million quid on the table for me and said you can have 3 years on that, mate, I'm signing it.
Facts.
Yeah? So I don't blame the manager for signing it. He ain't going to get a job on that anywhere else, so sign it. Yeah, but what pisses me off, Dan, is when people go, well, who's available? Okay, cool. Was Mikel Merino available? There was any of the players we signed that were not loan signings, yeah, or freebies, were they available? Because they're all under contract. So why does that logic not apply when it's a manager? Yeah, because they're talking about Isak, yeah? Oh, Isak in the summer, Zubamendi, this player, that player, Nico Williams, this and this. They're all under contract, so they're not realistically available then, right? Yeah, they chat rubbish, this fan base. Yeah, they're so in love with this gaffer. Yeah, they want him to win desperately. Yeah, they're so desperate. It's hope. Yeah, Dan, we're going up to Newcastle tonight, yeah? Right? And you're getting people sitting all over online, sitting there going, there's no pressure. What do you mean there's no pressure? It's a League Cup semi-final, mate. That's where we're at, Dan. There's no pressure. I don't matter. Nobody expected us to get through. We were losing anyway. Well, where was the pressure at the 2-0 at the Emirates then? Yeah, where was the accountability for that shit show? Oh, it don't matter. Don't matter. Yeah, we've got Tottenham next. We'll beat them, or whoever it was. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? No pressure at all. This manager gets away with everything he wants. Yeah, people want to sit here and make out that the owners are stopping him from getting this and this and that. No, he don't want a striker, Dan. He ain't bought one in 5 years. Do you know what I mean? He was out. Yeah, that guy in the chat said, he was out here blaming the ball. He was blaming the ball. Oh, the ball's different. Well, how comes Newcastle are beating us with the Premier League ball and the League Cup ball then? Right.
We scored 13 goals with that ball as well, by the way, previous to that game. So look, I don't know what he was talking about there, man. Let's do a couple of these supers that have just come in. Phil says, "Come on, guys, Arteta voice." Mick in, Levy out. Big up to you, Phil. I hope you're well, bro. Excuse me. Granite Chaka says, "Lee Wenger was light years better than this guy, even though I hated him so much. If we give him 700 million, I bet he won some more Premier Leagues for us for sure."
100%.
I mean, look,
I'll take Wenger now on a Zimmer frame. Yeah, he's looking good, by the way, Wenger. He looks a lot healthier now he's left the club. That's for sure. He looked worn out, mate. Yeah, but I'll take Wenger now over this manager. You give Wenger that squad right now, we play better football and we'll win the league this season. Yeah, I'm not even taking a mick. Yeah, and some of the players that we've got in this team, it'd get a better tune out of.
I think he'd be able to get our front line working better, that's for sure. That's one thing you can never deny with Wenger, that he would actually get us scoring goals. Guna Birdie, he says, big up to Dan and Lee and shout out to Big Curtis for speaking facts. Big up to you, bro. F Stan, F Josh, and F the manager, get them out of our club. There's a lot of people feeling like this at the moment, Lee. There really is. A lot of people that are just done. So
Dan, all season, at the end of every single video I stream, I'll say Kroenke out. I've said it all season. Yeah, because as soon as he signed that contract, I was like, right, cool, it's on them now.
Yeah.
Why are you keeping this guy here for 2 failures in a row on the title race? Why are you keeping him here for 4 years, 5 years without a trophy? Why are you giving him the second highest paid job in the world? Like giving him 15 mil for what? He ain't won nothing. 1 cup 6 years ago. Yes, so it's on the ownership. The problem is there's too many people that don't care. It's all well and good doing a Kroenke out campaign online. Dan, you've been at the games when there's been a Kroenke out campaign outside the ground. How many people were there, Dan? About 200, 500? Yeah, but if you look online, it's massive. There's going to be 20,000 people protesting. You get there, the last one that happened, North side turned up, and Turkish was outside with about 3 people. Yeah, embarrassing. Yeah, that's not on Turkish. That's on our fans. Yeah, the rest of them, because they all sit online giving it to Bertie. North side took the afternoon off work. Yeah, when he was on call, he scammed out of work. Yeah, he was on call, I think. Yeah, went down the Emirates. Where is everyone Turkish? Goes, this is it, mate. Yeah, this is it. Because they give it all of that online, Dan. Our fans online are the reason this club don't win nothing. Yeah, I'm convinced by it. Yeah, when you're seeing people saying there's no pressure, they're making up excuses about why we can't win a try. Oh, the refs, the VAR, the media team at Arsenal. Okay, that's job done again. Yeah, I guarantee they put some trailer out for the game tonight, make it look like a movie. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, they put out one the other week. Pressure is a privilege. Yeah, no, it ain't. Every time you see pressure, you fold. But people suck this stuff off that. They lap it up. Yeah, when you got the weirdest, they're the weirdest fans on mass, mate. I swear, I've never seen anything like it. That. Yeah,
I have to agree. It is.
And the ones that live abroad, like I do. Yeah, they're the ones that need to be calling this crap out more than the ones that go to games. Yeah, because they're the ones that the club play on. They're the ones that buy all the merch. Yeah, there's fans that go in that stadium like Kenny. He won't buy nothing. Pays for his season ticket and don't buy nothing. Yeah, he's doing his grander season. That's it. Yeah. Other fans, online that buy every single training kit, every single home kit, away kit, third kit, hoodies, tracksuits, trainers, dog merch. Like they buy the lot. Yeah, that's what the Kroenkes love. And until they turn the other way, nothing's changing, mate. We're finished. This club is buried, Dan. It's been buried for a long time.
It's certainly not looking good at the moment. We've got Stricto. Is that you? Is actually Stricto? Big up, man. If it is, it is. What are you saying, Stricto? Dead front line, and we're second. Arteta deserves respect. Yeah, see, Stricto does always stick up for Arteta. To be fair,
respect is earned. And this ain't an apprenticeship. Yeah, this is an elite level sport, and the aim is to win the trophies. Yeah, and he ain't won one for 5 years, 5.5 years. Yeah, and listen, Stricto's been going for time as well, if that is him. Yeah, right. People were beating each other up in the stadium down this far into a trophy drought. Yeah, Wenger went 9 years. Yeah, halfway through, which we're over now. People were fighting in the ground. What's the difference? What's the difference now? Because this guy, who ain't got no credit in the bank, apart from that FA Cup all them years ago, Yeah, compared to Wenger, who done 2 doubles in his first 5 years against the greatest manager of all time, with the best team, more budget, better players. What's the difference? PR, constant every single day. This manager's great. This manager's amazing. The players this. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God. Yeah, the stats have come out. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, look, we've scored the most goals in the calendar year. Oh, the most wins in the history of the club. Blah, blah, blah. Show me the trophy, mate. Oh, you ain't got one. Yeah, it's constant PR. Yeah, we never had this for Wenger. When we got to that Champions League semi and got banged 4-1 by Man United or 4-0, whatever it was, yeah, Champions League semi, that squad was younger than any squad this guy's ever managed. Jose Mourinho, when he first came into the league, yeah, that squad is the youngest squad to win the Prem. Go and have a look at the age of the squad. Go and have a look at it. Yeah, 15 goals conceded. Crazy.
It is crazy, man. Listen, welcome to all of the Raiders.
I'm just going to go bathroom and get water.
Yeah. No problem.
All that ranting's killed my throat.
Yeah, that's you do what you gotta do. Big up to LB, man, and everyone that's come over from LB Raid. Absolute legends, man. I proper appreciate you. Thank you so much. Big up to you all. LB, you're a legend. Make sure you go and follow LB. If you're not subscribed to LB, it's LB. More LB. Go and show him some love. Then there's 1.8 of you in here, man. 1.8K. Unbelievable. Make sure you hit the like button. We've only got 344 likes. Hit the like and subscribe, people. Make sure that you have done that. Clicked on those 2 buttons. They're absolutely free. And it does so much for the channel, man. So please make sure you hit like and subscribe. Let's do some of these super chats. Where are we? Hang on a minute. I've got to start these and get these sorted properly. Where are we? Where did I get up to? It was Stricto, wasn't it? Big up to Stricto, by the way. Make sure you go follow Stricto. Where is it? There you go. Make sure you follow my boy Stricto, man. Stricto on YouTube and all platforms. Come on, man. One of the real ones. Got a lot of time for Stricto. Marco H, we overachieved with Arteta now. Our fans are happy with 3 years in a row of second place. History doesn't always repeat itself, but it sure does rhyme. Look, second place is the first loser. Let's be real. It's not something that we should be excited about. You can say it's progress. Absolutely it is. I'd like to say that 5th and 8th is not where we should be. And second place is the bare minimum that you go for, which is a title race. What I will say is my minimum expectation this season was if we were going to come second, which is cool if you're in a title race and you miss out, you take them to the wire and you win a trophy, which means that if we don't win this Premier League, we've got to even cause a miracle tonight and get the Carabao Cup over the line, or we've got to get the Champions League over the line, as well as taking Liverpool right to the wire, which is going to be tough, man. So that was my minimum expectation. A lot of people have said that's really unrealistic and that's not fair and X, Y, and Z. I'm not asking him to win the treble or the double. I'm not saying he must win the Champions League. I'm saying win me a trophy and put us in a title race right till the end. That's the minimum expectation. 5 years in with £700 million spent. And I don't really care and buy all of this injuries and red cards and referee decisions and all that stuff. For me, you shouldn't be blaming referees and red cards. You should be looking at yourselves and saying you clearly haven't done the right job to get you across the line. So when I look at the Brighton situation with Declan Rice getting sent off, I looked at Kai Havertz and I was like, why can't you stop that home, bro, and make it 2-1 and then no one's talking about red cards? That's what it is, man. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. Okay, this next one's from ROC. Everyone's available. You just have to pay. Do you know what? It's mad, actually. I looked at the most expensive players gone this January. It wasn't even that expensively. John Duran went for 64 million. Marmoush went for 60 million. Nico Gonzalez went to 50 million. Both at Man City, by the way. Vitor Hayes and Kuzanov went for 30, just about 30 million each. Dorgu went to Man United for around about 30 million as well. And then after that, you've got Marlon and Philogene that went to Aston Villa for about 40 million combined. And then Wolves signed a couple of players in the 16 million mark. So it wasn't like we had
63 mil.
Yeah, I'm just talking about Premier League. But yeah, Kvaratskhelia, my goodness. How the hell? I know you don't rate him, but I like him a lot. How did we let that one go, man? 63 million pounds.
It's not that I don't rate him. I think he's good, but I just think he's mad overhyped.
Yeah.
Like, he's got mad tech, unbelievable technical ability. I just think he's, I don't know, he takes too many touches.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I look at what we had and what we had got, and I just think Kvaratskhelia, Isak, Florian Wirtz, if he becomes available, these sort of players that become available all of a sudden, and we're just going,
market opportunity, Dan. Market opportunity. Market opportunity.
That's the word, man.
We need to find the right formula on the market opportunity. Yeah, get out of it, man. I'm sick to death of it. How comes Man City didn't need to have a market opportunity? They just went, right, Marmoush, yeah, you're coming, mate. Yep, yo, cushion off, yep, you. Come on, Gonzalez, cool. Come here, mate. Yeah, like, how comes they find players quite quickly? Yeah, how comes Bayern Munich can do it? How comes Inter can do it? And all these other teams can do it.
Yeah, facts, man. Facts. Bro said Wirtz. Yes, I'm giving you some examples, man. I'm giving you some examples of players that I would 100% take at Arsenal if they become available. That is, if they become available.
The best thing we can do is sack this manager, pay him his 45 million to jog on, pay another 45 million, to get Inzaghi, which is a 3 times pay rise on what he's on, because he's on 3 times less than this manager. He's proven he can win in 2 different clubs. He's proven he can do well in Europe. Yeah, albeit he ain't won it yet. He got to a Champions League final. He's conceded 1 goal in the competition this year. Yeah, and we've got enough defenders at this football club for him to play a system. Yeah, and Italian managers won the Prem more than any other manager, any other nation, sorry. Let's go and get him. Why don't we go and get him? Oh, why would he come to Arsenal? Why wouldn't he? 15 million reasons to say yes, mate. Yeah. He's on 5. Yeah, so give him 3-time pay rise. Yo, you're coming in, mate. That'd be the best 90 million quid we spend, mate. Getting him out of his contract in here. Yeah, and getting rid of Arteta. Yeah, we wouldn't even need to go and buy that much. And if you look at the team he's got down there, right, and people waffle about the Serie A and all of this and that, whatever, yeah. If you actually look at the team he's got Lautaro Martinez up front, who I don't rate. Yeah, and he's got Thuram up front, who I don't rate. Yeah, he managed to get him scoring goals, though, didn't he? Why? Because he's got a system in place. It's nailed it. Yeah, he's got a decent midfielder in Berea. Yeah, he's got Mkhitaryan still pulling the strings, by the way. Yeah, Mkhitaryan. Do you remember him, guys? Yeah, Mkhitaryan. You heard right, guys. Mkhitaryan. He's still balling out. Yeah, and then he's got
36 now. I was saying, is he?
Yeah, but he's still running rings around people. Oh, that's a Farmers League. Okay, cool. Well, how comes they're doing it in Europe as well then? Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah, how comes we couldn't beat them? How comes we couldn't beat the Farmers? 2 Italian teams who played this year, we didn't beat either of them. Yeah, Atalanta didn't beat them. Inter didn't beat them. Yeah, what are we doing here? That is crazy.
Yeah, Stricto.
Big up, bro.
What are you telling me, bro?
Medea. You saying, Lee?
I'm good, my guy. What are you saying?
No, man, not first time actually being on a live with Lee Store.
Oh, really? I didn't know that, man.
Yeah, I've never. Hopefully, we get something done after this. Do you know what I'm saying? But I listened to you lot, and I think I agree with 99.9% of what you man are saying. I mean, I've only caught it from the point where I've done the super chat. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what else you lot are saying. But the point, of course, bruv, the Kroenke, like I knew they weren't going to spend. I knew it, but naively, I thought to myself, the fact we've had players injured, it's not even like a cosmetic job now. This has to be, we have to sign someone because we've got players injured. And we're in this part of the season now where, like I keep saying, we're fortunate to be in a pit stop where there's a transfer window there that can bail you out. Do you understand? And they didn't do that. And bro, I'm vexed. I'm annoyed. But then the thing with me, I know that a lot of people call me flip-flop, and I can take that, do you know what I'm saying? But like I always say, for me, when the facts change, my mind change. And I agree with you, Lee, when you say stuff like, it's been 5 years, he hasn't won anything. I get it. I understand it. Do you know what I'm saying? My gripe ultimately is with the Kroenkes. And that's why in the first place, I never really wanted Arteta in the first place, because I always assumed, or I always thought when he came with no experience, he was easily going to be bullied to be a puppet for the Kroenkes. Easily. Because we saw that with Wenger towards the end. He was always the beaten up shield for the Kroenkes. Done a lot wrong. Don't get it twisted. Wenger done a lot wrongs, but ultimately he was the puppet for the Kroenkes. And you could almost say you're getting the same now with Arteta. But what I'm seeing with Arteta, and this, it's not no PR, because you know me, Dad. I started with I hate Arteta. The times when I've screamed, Arteta, please leave. I don't even want you to go. I'm begging you to please leave. Do you understand? But now I'm stuck in the thing of now we haven't won anything in 5 years. We get rid of Arteta. How long have you got to wait for a next man to come in and start his own regime, and how long will that take him to get better? I mean, mind you, Arteta's probably going to leave man a better squad for him to come and deal with than what he found when he came. But the trajectory that we're going, I'm sort of all right with where it's going. I'd rather win a league title. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying hey, second is the best and da. Of course not, bruv. Like, I want us to go in the direction of now actually starting to pick important things. I'll be honest with you, bro. FA Cup ain't important to me no more. League Cup definitely ain't important to me. I want the big ones. I want the league and I want the Champions League. That's what I want. Do you understand? Is he the man to get us over the line? I don't know. I can't say for sure. But where we are going, what he's brought us to, bro, we're second in the league with the deadest front. Bro, how the fuck we slap City 5-1 with Kai Havertz? With Kai Havertz, with 2 team, like, I don't know. I'm just giving a man a little respect that I feel he deserves. You might disagree with it, and that's cool. But I'm giving a man the little respect at least that he deserves. I'm not here saying second is okay. In fact, people say second is the first place. There's nothing first place about second, bro. Second is second, bro. Third is third. Do you know what I'm saying? But I just want, let's just get over this fucking line. Let's just give this man the little respect that he deserves. I've given you my opinion on why he deserves the respect. You man gonna disagree. Yeah, that's cool.
I do disagree, and I'll tell you why. Number one, every trophy is a trophy. Yeah, so dismissing cups that he ain't won. Well, he's won the FA Cup 6 FA Cups ago. Dismissing cups to try and get the major, is like putting a 10 out of 10 when you're a virgin. Like, let's be real.
I did that, bro. I did that, bro.
You're the exception to the rule. For fuck's sake. No, but real talk, yeah. Dismissing cups, I think, is crazy. Yeah, we ain't won a trophy in nearly 5.5 years. Yeah, and to dismiss cups and just throw them in the bin, I think, is mad. Yeah, not only that, respect is earned. Yeah, and you said about the look at the squad that he inherited. The squad he inherited won him a trophy 6 months later. Yeah, then he's ripped up all of that, binned every single player apart from Kieran Tierney, and he ain't won nothing. Yeah, and when you said about if he leaves, the trajectory we're going on, if we get rid of him, yeah, what if the next manager? Well, it seems to work for millions of managers, literally. Yeah, Conceição went into AC Milan a couple of weeks ago. Inside 2 games, won a trophy. Yeah, winning the semi-final after losing 1-0, or was losing 1-0 and won it against Juve, biggest team in Italy. Gets to the final, 2-0 down, Milan derby in the final, 2-0 down to Inter Milan, 1-3-2. He'd been there 2 games. Yeah, and then you go to, let's go Brazilian league. Yeah, Botafogo. Yeah, everyone's heard of Botafogo, right? I'm being serious. I'm going all around Europe. I'm going all around the world. I'm going everywhere because there's so many examples of it not needing time. Right? So Botafogo hired a guy who was at Braga. He won a trophy at Braga. They're basically West Ham. Yeah, maybe West Ham of Portugal, right? They take their manager, Botafogo. Inside 8 months, he's won them their first league title in 29 years. Yeah, not only that, before he'd won that league title with Botafogo, he won them the Copa Libertadores, which is the Champions League of South America. So he's done a double inside 8 months. Then the Qataris come in and now he's gone there. Yeah. Then if you look at Tommy Tuchel, goes into Chelsea, yeah, got to 6 finals in 14 months. How many players did he have? How many players did he sign? Yeah, and he won 3 of them, eclipsing our entire European history. Yeah, by winning 3 European trophies. Conte, when he went to Chelsea, took him from 10th to 1st. Yeah, Conte at Napoli now took him from 8th to top of the table right now. Yeah, balling out, by the way, Scott McTominay and that. Yeah, the top of the league. Yeah, there's so many examples of it not taking time. Yeah, we can do this in Real Madrid. Yeah, Ancelotti. Oh, but what did he do at Everton? Well, he went straight to Madrid and won a double. Yeah, he's won 2 Champions Leagues. Yeah, I'll bet anyone can win at Madrid. Cool. Well, since we won a league 21 years ago, they've sacked 10 managers for not winning anything. Yeah, and they've still won everything. Why? Because they understand. The same with Bayern Munich, the same with Chelsea, same with these other clubs around the world. They understand the guy's an employee. Yeah, win or jog on. Yeah, and just because everyone's in their feelings about the project, the process, and whatever you want to call it, about this guy and he's brought all the players in, what happens to coaching? Like, we could go, there's something in the chat, Xavi Alonso, there's another one. If we brought that guy in, Xavi Alonso, for example, right, and brought him in, why does everyone seem to think that we have to rip up all of the players that we've got, get rid of 99% of the squad, get him all of his own players, and then he can win?
Yeah,
how about coach these players to be better and get over the line? Because we're that close. Yeah, but he don't want to strike a number one. Number two, he ain't good enough. Yeah, when the chips are really down, he folds every time. Bayern Munich. Yeah, Goretzka dog walking Declan Rice around the pitch. Now, what's that all about? Goretzka. Yeah, and the thing that pisses me off, Stricto, yeah, is whenever you say who's available, yeah, who's realistic, you name a name, yeah, and they dismiss it. Dismiss it every time. Yeah, there's players available, there's managers available. Yeah, managers can be better than this guy. The problem is we've got too many fans within our fan base, yeah, that are just so infatuated with this guy getting over the line, so they can go, oh, it's a love story from the bottom. The rookie did it against all odds against the genius Pep. It's not going to happen. And then we'll sit here in 2, 3, 4 years down the road saying, well, that's 8, 9 years now, mate. Yes, nearly 10 years now, mate. How long do we go with this?
No, bro, I think I hear you. Ultimately, I hear you in it. Like, you know, you've given examples of, you know, managers that have come in and, you know, hit the ground running, you know, and, you know, listen, it's never a guarantee, isn't it? It's never a guarantee. The same way you can list clubs that have done it and been successful, you know, equally, it can be named that of other clubs who have tried the same trick and hasn't worked out for them. You know, you think, for example, Emery took us to the Europa final, got us slapped. This is Emery's bread and butter. Europa
but what
League.
happened? What happened after that? He got sacked.
Yeah, he got sacked. What I'm trying to say is, it's not necessarily about him getting sacked that I'm saying. I'm saying it's not even guaranteed that someone who is a European Cup expert at that level, couldn't make it happen. Is the point I'm trying to make? It's not necessary, and I hear you, bro. Because
yeah, but you just keep hiring and firing. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if the
is
next manager comes in,
that what you're saying we should be doing? Just be hiring, firing.
Yeah. If the next guy comes in and finishes 8th, what's the difference between 2nd and 8th? You don't win it. Yeah. Oh, you get Champions League to attract better players. Look at the players we've signed since we've been in the Champions League. Not one world-class player at all. Not one. So where are they? We signed better players in the Europa League. Let's be real with it. So if he comes in, the next guy, let's say it's Xavi Alonso, and he gets us 8th. Yeah, we don't win nothing. Yeah, cool. You better start that next season off. Yeah, real quick, mate, or you're sacked. Yeah, I always give a manager 2 years. Yeah, apart from this guy, because I knew he'd be shit. Yeah, but 2 years. So the next season, you better do it real quick or you're sacked. Then you go and get another one. You could end up 10th. Oh, well, sack him as well then. Keep going until you find one that can get you over the line. Chelsea have proven it's a great model under Roman. Real Madrid have done it. Bayern Munich have done it. All three of them clubs have had about 20 managers since we won a league.
Lee, I think the major difference is everyone you've mentioned is owners. I think that's the major difference. The owners are happy to scrap it. The owners are happy to scrap quote unquote project to start again. Throw that money at it and start again.
And who are the owners? Who are the owners of Real Madrid?
Do you know it's mad, yeah?
The fans own Real Madrid, bro.
Everyone laughed at me, yeah, at the point before Arteta came in, and someone said, "Who do you want to come in then?" And I looked at it. I looked at the managers available, even the ones that weren't even available. Yeah, I looked at it. You see, like for example, I remember everyone was saying Ancelotti. What was the guy from Juventus?
Allegri.
So it was Ancelotti and Allegri. The major difference is with these guys is they wouldn't come to Arsenal at the point of interview, because the point of interview would be how much you're gonna make available for me, right? And there's no way the Kroenkes are saying, well, yeah, well, you know, nah, mate, not for me, because these guys are used to a standard. And that's why I never wanted Arteta in the first place, because in interview stage, he's not going to ask that question. It's his first job. It's a big job. He wants that. Because worst case scenario, if you ever get sacked, you've got Arsenal on your CV. That gets you through so many doors. Do you understand me? Yeah, that gets you through so many doors. So the major thing in all of these clubs that you've named is the Kroenke. That's why every Kroenke out fucking protest I've been at. Do you understand? I've been at. You don't spend the money. You don't spend the money. Like you just said, you could bring 15 players that are right now available. You can go and get. Yeah. But the key difference is availability. When they talk about they weren't available, all they're talking about is money. They don't want to spend the money. That's all I hear. I don't want to spend the money. You could have gone and signed fucking John Duran. Why not? The money isn't there. Oh, no, he wasn't. No, don't tell me that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So everything you lot have said, it boils down to the same fucking thing, bro. Stanley Kroenke and Joshua Kroenke, bro. That's what it ultimately boils down to. Even the next manager we get after Arteta, it boils down to the Kroenkes. Even the fact we got Arteta, it boils down to the Kroenkes. It just always will. And I'm not confident in these guys to say they will get rid of Arteta, or when Arteta goes, we are going to be getting the funding to restructure and to re-improve.
But to be fair though, sorry to cut in here. To be fair, he's done nearly 800 million quid, so they've given him the money.
And this the point I made with the 800 million quid. Yeah, is catch up money.
Nah, come on.
No. I really, honestly, Lee, I honestly believe. Oh, no, hear my point. Yeah,
go on.
We've seen Chelsea spend. When have we ever had 800 mil?
We've had it available for years.
But whenever
Wenger didn't want to spend it.
We always heard about these war chests, right? You're referring to the war chest that every summer we heard the war chest. Don't worry, we have a war chest. Turn around, nothing there. Yeah, turn around, nothing's there. I'm looking. I'm like, okay, cool. This is the first time we signed a marquee. We get Declan Rice in for 100 and 100. When the fuck has that ever happened? I don't know how long you've been supporting Arsenal.
No, I've been supporting since '87.
Brother, how old are you?
43 this year.
Shut the fuck.
I look all right, don't I? I need a haircut, but I look all right. But no, I hear what you're saying. But at the same point, yeah, how much catch-up money have Nottingham Forest spent? Like, they're level on points or 3 behind us. And that's a manager that I wanted at the time. Yeah, I got told he was crap. He's gone to Saudi and won 2 titles.
Thank you, Lee. That was the ultimate point I was even trying to get to. Was Nuno, and they all laughed at me. You can go back in the AFT interviews, right? You will see it. Nuno. I want Nuno. Why? Because knowing the club that I know, yeah, this guy can make the most with the littlest available. He's proved it time and time again. I'm not going to mention Spurs because that's Spurs, bro. That's
yeah, but he had Spurs top of the league when we were bottom, first time ever in English football that's ever happened. He gets sacked about 3 weeks later. Goes Saudi up against the Real Madrid of Saudi. Yeah, he went at the biggest team out there. Yeah, and won 2 titles back to back. They then sack him. Yeah, it comes to Forest. Relegation. Now look at him with Chris Wood, who I wanted when he was at Burnley. Yeah, I would have swapped him for Lacazette like that. Yeah, and everyone laughed at me then. Yeah, and this is my point. There's good managers out there that can get a tune out of players. Yeah, Nuno's one good example. Yeah, but when you're saying about the money we had to spend to catch up, we didn't. Well, we didn't have to do 100 million on Declan Rice. Yeah, we didn't have to do 65 million on 29. Yeah, we didn't have to go and give the manager 15 million a year. We didn't have to go and do all this money on other players. Look at the money he's wasted on Vieira. Yeah, I called it from day one on his debut. His first start. I said, send him back to Porto. He's crap. Yeah, where's he now? Back at Porto. Yeah, look at the fall off for Martinelli, Trossard, Odegaard. They've all fallen off a cliff. All of them. Yeah, look at the way we play. Saka, you've seen Saka coming through. Yeah, under Unai. Yeah, this guy was jinking around, balling around everyone. Yeah, Martinelli the same. Now look at Saka. Yeah, he still bags goals and well done. Yeah, I'm not having a diss at Saka per se, yeah. Right? But at the same time, bro, the guy's so robotic, it's crazy. Let the shackles off him. Yeah, and if you have an Ancelotti, yeah, with that front three, yeah, even with that donkey we have up front, yeah, with Martinelli or Trossard, Saka, yeah, Ethan coming through now as well. Yeah, bro, go and when we watch Real Madrid, all 3 of them, their forwards, at one point in the game, will all be on the left wing together. Mbappe, yeah, Vinny and Rodrigo, they'll all be on the left wing together. There's nobody on the right. Ancelotti says, just go and play football. Yeah, he has the structure set up, yeah, to get the ball to them as quick as they can. Yeah, and they all go and do whatever they want. They can interchange. When does Saka go on the left? Yeah, when does Martinelli go? And well, I'll tell you what, I'm struggling against this guy from. Yeah, let's swap. Yeah, we see it against who was it? Chelsea. Savio, absolute baller. Yeah, against Chelsea. Was it Chelsea? Which game was it that he switched Doku and Savio about 20 minutes in? I think it was Chelsea. It might have been us actually. Can't remember. When do we switch wingers? We used to see this back in the day. Yeah, there's so many little things you can just tweak. Yeah, and this club will win stuff. Yeah,
we don't have any wingers, Lee. That's the reason.
Yeah, but when we're saying about money and all of this and that, yeah, right, it's all well and good saying we have to catch up and all that. I disagree. Yeah, I disagree.
But I honestly believe it, because I've had to see like United spent, how much did they buy Rio for?
28 mil, 30 mil?
28, 29, something like that. Yeah.
What year was this? 2099, 2000, or around that time. No one was spending that money. How much they buy the Argentinian guy for? Veron. 20-something million.
Like mad.
Yeah, that time.
But you're closing yourself here on your own argument, because when all these players were being brought under Fergie, yeah, who did we buy? Yeah, and we still won 2 doubles in the first 5 years under Wenger. We bought Nicholas Anelka. Yeah, we bought Patrick Vieira.
No, we didn't. No, my general point is the money that we've seen other teams spend at the time when we weren't spending. It's only recently we've got to be in the spending. And yes,
bro, we bought Ozil, we bought Aubameyang, we bought Xhaka, 35 mil. Yeah, we bought Alexis Sanchez.
And that's the problem. We're buying it and not adding to it.
We're paying over the odds for trash is basically what I'm saying. Yeah,
we're not adding to it.
Mustafi and Xhaka for 35 million each. Yeah, was a rip-off. Yeah, that 70 million could have bought a proper player. We decided to buy Xhaka instead of Kante. Yeah, because the overall package for wages, yeah, was cheaper by 2 mil.
Van Dijk went to Southampton the year that we bought Mustafi as well, by the way, for £11 million, whatever the hell it was.
And look at some of the other signings that have gone in and out of the Premier League. Yeah, like, bro, there's so many players available. Yeah, everyone's available at the right price. Yeah, when I see people sitting there going, well, what striker's going to come in then? Yeah, we don't have to negotiate with any any club where the player has a release clause. Gyökeres has a release clause. You negotiate with a player, say, look, do you want to come? Here's the terms. Boom. You don't even need to speak to the football club. Yeah, you then deposit the money in the FA of that country, and they transfer it. When we signed Thomas Partey, he didn't even say goodbye. They didn't even know until the FA of Spain phoned up Atleti and said, "Oh, Thomas Partey's gone Arsenal." Didn't even say goodbye. You don't need to negotiate with these clubs. Go for players with release clauses, bro. Yeah, there's a guy at Villarreal, Alex Baena, absolute baller, bro. That guy is everything our fans think Odegaard is. Yeah, he's unreal. Why don't we go and get him? He can play on the left. He can play number 10. Baller. Yeah, sorry, what's his buyout? 50 million quid. Why don't we buy him? Yeah, that guy would turn us like that. Yeah, and then you could go and get a striker. You can get Gyökeres for £80 million. Yeah, the amount of money we have wasted. I wanted Morata. Everyone laughed at me this summer. Well, Morata's just moved again. Why don't we get him now? He's moved twice. Yeah, he moved in the summer. Yeah, then he's moved again. Why don't we get Dovbyk? 24 mil. Baller. Yeah, we didn't need to go and do 60 million quid on that idiot we got up front.
I don't think Morata adds to us, to be honest.
If you put them 4 chances that we had against Wolves the other week, you give Morata all 4 chances. I think
Morata is equally. I think he's equally a donkey. Slightly a better donkey, but equally.
He's masterly, and he's a winning donkey. He's won everywhere he's been, apart from Atleti. He's won trophies everywhere.
I mean, the other donkeys won a champion. Scored the.
Morata's actually won a trophy this season with AC Milan, and he's been there 6 months and gone to Galatasaray now. There's another.
There's no debate. We've definitely mismanaged funds. You see when you talk about that Xhaka and Kante thing, that still annoys me, because in real time that was obvious, bro. That was obvious. Even if we go before that, remember Moussa Dembele at Fulham? How the fuck did we not get him? £11 million, bro. £11 million.
Why
we've mismanaged funds.
Instead of us pissing around with Calafiori when Skelly's quite clearly better, Right? We done 40 million euros on him. He's rubbish. Send him back to Italy. He's crap. Yeah, Mikel Merino, 1 year left on his contract. Yeah, we've given him 120 grand a week and 38 mil to buy him out. 38 million. He's taking the mick. There's 70 mil. Bro, we could have got a lease with that and had 35 million change or 30 million change. Yeah, that's now cover for Saka and cover for Odegaard. He can play both positions. 40 mil, 45 mil. Yeah, we could have then got Morata and Dovbyk for 35 mil. So that's the money we spent on them two in the summer. Now we've got 4 players. They're all 4 positions covered. Yeah, and you're telling me bringing off Dovbyk off the bench or Morata off the bench ain't better than bringing Sterling off the bench. We ain't got a striker on the bench, bro. It's mad. Not a single striker on the bench. When you look at our bench tonight, you'll see Kivior, Tierney, Zinchenko, goalkeeper, maybe 2. Yeah, you'll see Jorginho, Sterling, and probably Ethan, because he probably won't start him. Yeah, that'll be our bench. It's an embarrassment. 800 million for this. It's crazy. And he's got 2 pay rises since he's been here. It's mad.
No, I hear that. Honestly, I hear that. Do you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, yeah. Listen, I think ultimately what I'm trying to say is the respect. He's earned my respect. It might not even mean much. Do you know what I'm saying? It might not mean much, but he's earned my respect because I feel like he's a tweak or 2 away from making something mad happen. Do you understand? He's a tweak or 2. You know, you mentioned looking at the bench, which is a great point. I made that point the other day. Look at just say, for example, we want to go down against City the other night. Just say, for example, who the fuck is coming on the bench to come and do it? You just
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
The dream is coming off the bench.
It's crazy. Like you look at that bench. I've always, and that's one of the first things I look at. You know when the team sheets come out, everyone looks at the 11. I look at the bench. I look at the bench because the bench always determines to me what that first 11 is gonna do. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the bench is supposed to be as equally as effective as those on the pitch, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Other great clubs have a great bench because when shit ain't going too well, they can rely on this man to come on. They can rely on that man to come on. Bro, I looked at the bench. I was like, we're gonna get slaughtered here today. There's nothing inspiring here, but it worked out well. We got the goal. We got the goals. And you know what I'm saying? We went on to win. But yes, we have mismanaged funds. That is not even a secret. I don't know who's had that on. I don't know if it's Arteta, the director. I couldn't tell you. But we have mismanaged funds, bro. There's no way Havertz is 60 odd million. There's no way in any planet.
Nope.
In any, like, who has rated that? Like, even if you went sell on value, who's buying him after us for a sell on?
Now add Marino into that. That's now 100 mil. That could have bought us a striker. Look, if you look, I watched Atletico Madrid last night. If we played them in the Champions League, we're buried. Listen to their bench, yeah. Azpilicueta, Gallagher, Sorloth. Why didn't we buy him in the summer? Yeah, Angel Correa, Riquelme, baller. Thomas Lemar, do you remember him, guys? Thomas Lemar. Yeah. Jan Oblak was on the bench, their goalkeeper. Yeah, Marcos Llorente, baller. Longley, Axel Witsel, and Mandava. Their bench is stacked. Yeah, their starting 11 was Musso in goal, Molina, Jimenez, Lenormand, Gallen, Simeone, his son, scored a cracking header last night. Yeah, 29 could never. Rodrigo De Paul, Koke, Lino, Griezmann, and Alvarez. Yeah, we play them, we're done. Yeah, their bench is better than our 11. Like, let's be real with it. Like, if I look at some of these teams and I just think, how the fuck have they managed to get Sorloth, Griezmann, and Alvarez, and Correa? Yeah, because when we say, well, let's go and get this player. Who's going to come and play second fiddle to Saka? Well, Correa's playing second and third fiddle in the Atleti team, and he came off the bench and scored and set up another one. Yeah, Sorloth sitting on the bench. Then the next week, Alvarez will sit on the bench and Sorloth will start. Then the next week, Griezmann sits on the bench. Yeah, we're all old enough to have seen when Fergie had 4 strikers. We're all old enough to see when we won the league at their ground. No Bergkamp, no Pires, and no Henry up there that day.
Yeah, remember when we had 4 strikers, Henry, Kanu and Wiltord on the bench for Henry and Bergkamp. And now we've got Havertz and Havertz only. This is the problem I've got.
Me and Matty's in the chat. Me and Matty sat and watched last night backstage, yeah. We sat and watched Hypermotion, which is second division in Spain, yeah, which is championship. Mate, some of the borders in that league are unreal. That's the second division of Spain. This is why Spain keep producing top ballers because they don't change their stupid style. Yeah, they play how they play. The same with Argentinian football. Yeah, the under-20s tournament, I've been watching that. They're popping the ball around left, right, so techie. Yeah, then we see players and go, why can't he trap a ball? Yeah, because they've been coming through the academies in England. Which is why when we see an Ethan and Wary and they're Lewis Skelly, like flipping hell, they stand out. Yeah, because the rest is shit. Let's be real with it. Ethan's a baller, man. Look at him pinging that. He was calling for that ball for ages, slapped it top ins. Yeah, I'm telling you now, this is why, right? I get so pissed off. Yeah, we're not going to win the league. We're that close to capitulation. That close. We've mismanaged the money. We've mismanaged the squad. Didn't cater for any injuries this season. Dan, I said at the start of the season to you, didn't I? I said, we're finished this season. That was said before the transfer window even finished. Yeah, I said, we're done. I said, we're going to get bare injuries this season, mate. Trust me. Yeah, there's going to be injuries galore because we got extremely lucky last year with injuries. Yeah, now look at it. Yeah, I said, rushing the Timber back is going to be a problem. Look, he's been playing great Timber. He'll have another injury before the end of the year. He's just come back off an ACL. You're playing him week in, week out.
What annoys me is people say, Liverpool got lucky this season. That's why they're top. Arsenal got lucky last season. Well, we didn't win the league. So Liverpool got lucky and they're going to win it. We got lucky and we still didn't win it. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me read some of these, finish some of these super chats just a sec. We've got ROC says, everyone's available. You just have to pay. Facts. O'Malley says, big up to Lewis Skelly. Keep shaking up the league. True baller. Can I just read out as well? The Premier League have actually announced that they're going to be monitoring player goal celebrations. Yeah, I'm right. This is serious, by the way.
Why?
The Premier League.
Since when is Erling Haaland copyrighted or trademarked that? Like, does he own the trademark for that?
Well, it's just been. Well, I say it's just. It's a couple of hours ago.
If that's the case, Jude Bellingham's finished then because Tony Adams' statue outside the ground is that celebration.
Well, they're going to be monitoring. So let's see what they've said. So the Premier League will monitor player goal celebrations and may consider imposing sanctions if they feel they're damaging the reputation of the game or could inflame opposition fans or players. How woke is this? The news comes out after some players received criticism for celebrations that many feel crossed the line by mocking opponents.
Nonsense.
Right?
Nonsense.
Absolute crazy. Njai received a yellow card after he scored Everton's winner against Brighton and celebrated by flapping his arms like a seagull.
That's when
Miles Lewis Skelly mimicked Erling Haaland in his goal celebration at the Emirates and received no punishment. Wow. How did he receive no punishment? Former forward Walcott praised Lewis Skelly for his strength of character, saying he was not afraid of Haaland at all. And then there's another one here. In the past, Jamie Vardy has mimicked an eagle when scoring against Palace and was criticised by some of his interactions with the Spurs supporters. He received no caution either. Neil Mopay
at the badge saying, I've won one Prem, you ain't. Like, what are we doing here, Dan?
Bro, Mopay was thought to be mocking Maddison when he copied his dart celebration. Phil Foden and Xerxes pretended to fire guns towards the crowd. Premier League chief football officer Tony Scholes has said there's a balance. I think we all like to see celebrations. Some of the celebrations have been very funny and entertaining, but there's a line. Once it crosses over into mockery or criticism, we need to deal with it. Can you believe this?
Dan, who says that you can't do the dart celebration because it's James Maddison's celebration? Or Skelly doing it's not Haaland's celebration. He's done it once. I'm pretty sure other players around the world have done that celebration before.
Well, it's the Skelly celebration from now on, bro. So if I see Haaland doing it, I want to see paint thrown at him, bro. Yeah.
The game's gone, mate. It's finished. Especially in the UK, like in England. Like it's
unbelievable.
It is gone, man. It is gone, man. Bruv, you know when it went, from taking off your shirt. That's when it went for me, man. That's when it went. That's when it went for me. Like, you're getting booked now for taking. What?
You remember? Was it Ian Holloway who was like, "We want girls to watch the sport. Why aren't we letting them do it?" Wait, I love him, man. He's so funny. This comes in from Zia Talk. Says, "Big up, guys. All rejected." What's this? All rejected strikers cooking at Saudi. Yeah, man. Ivan Toney. I see that clip last night, Lee. Firmino, Ivan Toney, Mahrez.
Yeah, they got a better front three than us.
Yeah, all three of them probably.
Yeah, and they've just signed Galano from Porto as well to go left wing. So they put Firmino in the 10 now. So they got a better front four than us.
And again, the money,
Gabby
money.
Viega in midfield as well. Frank Kesse in midfield. My Saudi team's better than my English team.
Money, bro. Money.
It's mad.
That shit, that cream keeps the world spinning, bro.
But to be fair, we could have got all of them. We could have got Gabri Vega. We could have got Galerno. His buyout clause was 50 million euro. We could have got Mahrez for 30 mil. Could have got Ivan Toney. He didn't want him. Apparently, he's got an attitude. I ain't heard nothing about attitude in Saudi.
Bro, that Mahrez deal is a steal, man. 30
he's a
million.
baller. He's one of the best players I've ever seen in my life, mate.
Oh man, that's an absolute steal.
Dan,
man.
I'll send
you the mismanagement, bro. I get vexed at that, bro. The mismanagement, bro. Like, real talk, bro. There's got to be a deeper thing going on, bro. There's got to be some money laundering or something, bro. There has to be something behind, because it don't make sense, bro. It just doesn't make no sense. If someone's a player of Mahrez, by the way, it was 27 million, by the way. Yeah, available for 27 million, bro. You let that fly. You let that go. You telling me everything's legit, everything's as clean as it. There's got to be something going on, bro. There's got to be something going on. Honest to God, bro. But you hey, I'm gonna have to fly out. I gotta pick up the kids, but I gotta do the school run. So
love Stricto. Thanks for coming on, man.
Take care, man. Yeah, Savio was 24 million, by the way. Keep your eye on him, mate. He's a baller, that guy. That's Savio. 24 mil.
That's crazy. Stricto legend, man. Big up to Stricto.
24 mil for that guy. It's a bargain.
It's crazy.
And we're out here going 38 million for Mikel Merino.
38 for Fabio Vieira. KD says, hypothetically, if we win if we win the Premier League, are you Arteta in? If we win the Premier League?
But he can have another go. He can have another go. If he wins me the League Cup, he can have another go.
Yeah, you did say that. You've said that for quite some time. Prome says, done deal. Arteta gets a statue. Done deal. I don't think he'd be getting a statue.
Jimenez, that's a good one from Doc in the chat. The Doc in the chat, yeah, is but Jimenez, striker, 26 mil to AC Milan. Their deadline day, they got João Felix. Yeah, they got Jimenez.
Why didn't we go for Jimenez then at that money?
Why didn't we go for both?
Or both? Yeah, I just don't get it, man. It's crazy.
And people go, but João Felix is crap. He's got no GA. Who cares?
No, I don't particularly like João Felix, but Jimenez, fair play. Kid from the Hood says new member. Big up to you, bro. Make sure you do me a favor. Hit the join button if you would like to become a member. Bejan Buds as well is also another member. Big up to you. Really appreciate that, bro. This one comes in. This is quite an interesting one. LJ Brown. We did talk about this, Lee, to be fair, and it's the golf guy. LJ says, Potts, have you seen the Tim like the golf guy? That's all I know him as. Tim Lewis post by Nigel B. Golf claiming Tim Lewis is preventing transfers because he wants to keep a budget. Do you think Kroenkes have actually brought this guy in to do this? Like, is this actually what his role is?
Yeah, it's a business. It's a business. He spunked nearly 800 million quid. But this lot couldn't close the door anyway. Yeah, like, let's be real with it, Dan. It takes forever to get a deal done, doesn't it? Right? It does. Yeah, they're not, bro. As soon as people get their head around the fact that the Kroenkes are the issue, the better. Yeah, because it's a business to them. They've spent a lot of money, Dan. They ain't got nothing back on their investment in terms of trophies, but they don't care because the profit margins are through the roof. Yeah, I don't know if you see that article. I think it was Swiss Ramble or someone put out a few weeks back. Yeah, about how much our turnover is now. How much it's gone up since when Arteta first got the job. Yeah, to what it is now. I think it's gone up like, I think the last 2 years or 3 years, it's gone up 300 mil. Or 250 mil or something.
Wow.
Yeah, since he got the job. No wonder they gave him 45 mil. He's doing a great job, mate. He's doing a great job, Dan. He had the match day revenues for 28, 30%. Yeah, commercial deals about 30 odd percent. Yeah, TV money's up 30 odd percent. Everything's going up and up and up, apart from the trophies, Dan. Yeah, so he's doing a great job. Yeah, so when people want to say Tim Lewis this and Tim Lewis that, yeah, that's all well and good. Yeah, I don't believe that guy on Twitter anyway. Yeah, I don't believe anything he says. He's blocked me for a reason. Yeah, but at the end of the day, yeah, I look at it and I just think they ain't interested in winning, Dan. They're interested in their pocket. Yeah, and they've spent a lot of money. Now they want to get a lot back. So if he wants to go out and do 100 million on Isak, good luck, mate. Yeah, because that ain't happening. Yeah, apparently, Dan, we've already got Zubamendi coming in the summer.
Oh, Nico that's the done deal. That's a done deal.
It's a done deal, apparently. We've got Zubamendi. Yeah, I'll bet you right now, Dan. Yeah, I'll bet you right now he don't leave Spain. I'll bet you right now Nico Williams will never leave Spain. The only time he'll leave Spain is if he's playing abroad, like for his Bilbao team or Barca team or Real Madrid. He's going Barcelona. I'm guaranteed both of them end up at Barca. Guaranteed. Dan, I got more stuff right in the transfer window than all these journalists lying to us all Jan. Yeah, I said, right, this player ain't going anywhere. Right, Olmo are staying, get signed up at Barca again. Yeah, no,
that was
he's
obvious.
coming. He's coming to Arsenal. He's coming
that
to
was
Arsenal.
crazy. That was crazy. I'll tell you who else will go to Barcelona, by the way. Victor Gyökeres. I bet you he ends up at Barcelona.
I said exactly the same on the stream the other day.
He's going to replace Lewandowski.
You imagine him up front, Nico Williams on the left. Not that I rate him, yeah, but they'll buy him, yeah, and Yamal, yeah, and
they got
Dani Olmo in the 10,
well.
yeah, Rafinha as well.
Rafinha. Mate, they're going to start cooking. But they got a washed-up manager that no one wants, Lee. No one they all told me they didn't want Flick when I suggested him. Do you know what? Tell a lie. I actually suggested him not even for Arsenal. I suggested him at the time because I knew Arteta weren't going anywhere for Chelsea or Manchester United. And both their fans on the terrace were coming at me in the chat going, "Oh my God, Hansi Flick, what a wash manager like that." What did he do at Germany? Shut up, man. This guy's balling out. Ridiculous. Anyway.
Bro, I'll tell you now, Pedri as well. Sorry to cut in here. Pedri.
He's unreal,
region, mate.
He's unreal, mate.
He's unreal, mate.
He is ridiculous. I see him at 18, and I thought, what is that? 18.
Just gonna grab a water, yeah.
Yeah, no, go on, bro. You do that. DJ said it's never been about Arteta, whether you love him or hate him. It's been about the Kroenkes. A lot of us never rated Arteta because of experience. Do you know what? That's what it is. And a lot of people will be honest and say, look, I didn't want Arteta. Look at what he's done. Or I didn't want Arteta. I appreciate it's going to take time. Or I never wanted him in the first place. Even the ones that are saying, do you know what? I've been quite impressed, but I never wanted him in the first place. There's no one saying, I wanted Arteta from day dot. I knew he was going to take us to a challenge. I knew he was going to win us stuff. I knew he was going to do X, Y, Z. I don't think there's many that are saying that. I think a lot of the people that do believe or are positive towards Arteta are saying, look, I think although it might not be this season, that we are going to win majors under this guy. There's some that are like, in my opinion, deluded and say he's going to go and compete with Pep Guardiola, Arsene Wenger levels, of course. But there's a lot of people that actually are positive about Mikel Arteta that actually say, I didn't want him in the first place. So, I mean, you've just seen Stricto. He's come on to try and give some respect, but he said, I didn't want him. I can understand the concerns. He's not one of those deluded ones, to be fair, though, Stricto. Big
that comment in the chat that says Barca ain't buying anyone, yeah? Yeah, I agree. Gabby is a scrub. When you say Barca ain't buying anyone, based on what?
They always do, man. They always do.
And they're moving into their stadium in a couple of weeks.
They're always what do you call it? They're always in trouble financially. Yeah, of course they do. They always find a way.
That deal that Man United signed.
That's
right, Man City. Who was the guy Man City signed? Gonzalez.
Oh yeah.
Barcelona got 40% of that fee. They got 40% of that 50 mil, mate.
Honestly, it's a joke, man. These last few super chats, last couple were Prom says offer Simeone Arteta's wages and bring him in. Nah, mate, he's washed, Diego Simeone. He's washed, apparently. Another one who's washed. How many of these players, how many of these managers are washed? Simone Inzaghi? No, you can't do it. Carlo Ancelotti, look what he did at Everton. Look what he did at Everton. Are we serious? Bobby says, stop being so negative. We're only in phase 5 of 100. Love that, bro. Riku, the Finnish citizen, big up to you, bro. Says, respect to Potsy, Lee, and to Stricto. I watched an old Gunner Bang video. Lee was saying Arsenal should buy Van Dijk from Southampton. Wow, bro. How long ago was that?
I've got no ball knowledge, lads.
Bro, that must have been about 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's at least 7.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was going to be a time ago. Look, man, I want to come to a close, but I want to ask you quickly, as we do, about tonight. Because obviously we've got Newcastle. A lot of people are saying it's a miracle. We need a miracle. Some are saying there's no pressure. It's going to be fun to see what the kids can do tonight. But look, I think we're going to win the game. I hope we go strong. I think we're going to win the game, but I think it's just going to be a 1-0 to the Arsenal where we'll go out over aggregate, should I say. So what are you telling me, bro?
I think we're going out then. Yeah, I'm not so sure we win the game either. I'd like to think we could get through. Yeah, but I don't know, man. They're a good team. Yeah, and I think their last 2 games they conceded 6 at home. Yeah, got battered by Bournemouth and then lost to Fulham. But they probably had one eye on this game. Right. And they know that they're probably qualifying for Europe there or thereabouts, isn't it? Let's be real with it. Yeah, and even with losing them games, I think they're still in for a shout for top 4. So I think they'll score, yeah, which means we need 4 goals. And we ain't doing that. Then we've had 1 shot on target in 2 years up there. That's just embarrassing, isn't it? Yeah, but I think we'll score. Yeah, but if they get an early goal, like let's say they get a goal, off a corner or something, the dark arts, like Newcastle. Like, let's say they score off a goal, that totally takes any energy out of us straight away. Then our heads will be in Dubai, they'll be like, okay, cool, whatever, just plod around the pitch and we'll get banged. Yeah, if we get an early goal, like 20, 30 minutes in, or even just in the first half, the crowd might turn a little bit, come out second half, just goal guns blazing for it. You lose, you lose. Yeah, at least have a go. I don't want to see no boring crap tonight, Dan. Yeah, I want to see a team go out there and actually have a go. Yeah, we have to score 3 goals without conceding. Yeah, we better play well tonight. Yeah, and if we concede the first goal and they fall apart, then I'll be fuming. Yeah, go and put a fight up tonight. But we're seeing it.
I'm the same as you. I want to see us go for it. I don't want to see any more nonsense of this boring sideways and backwards football. I don't want to see this set piece FC. I'm all for keeping it stum at the back, but doesn't mean you can't go forward. If we have to go and put in an Anfield 89 and we go and do that, maybe we can ring up George Graham and see if he's free for tonight, because that's the sort of thing we need, man. Because that's the only way I see us going through is taking it to penalties. I don't see us winning 3-0. That's for sure. So or 4-1. So
Ethan, we don't want to see none of this party at right back, mate. No chance.
Oh my God! If that happens, we don't need this now, man. Jeepers.
We never
Do you know what?
Anyway.
Do you know what? Do you know what I hate for this party at right back? People say they hate Arteta for putting him at right back. I hate Tomiyasu. He's the reason we're playing this bloody play at right back. This guy hasn't been injured. This guy, I don't know what's gone on with him. I don't know where he is. I don't know anything about him. I'll tell you something really funny offline. I won't say it on it because I'll get banned for saying it. But there was something absolutely hilarious that Chris Hudson said, right? And I've got to tell you, mate, it's absolutely hilarious. But look, we're going to leave it there, people. Make sure you do me a favor. Make sure you smash the like button. There's been well over 2,000 of you in here, man, for the majority of the stream. Wow. Absolute legends. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. So please make sure you hit the like and subscribe. What you got coming up, Guns?
Watch along tonight. Some idiot decided to put this game on the same time as Real Madrid play, so I can't watch Real Madrid tonight. So yeah, cheers for that. But yeah, I'll be watching Arsenal, probably walking around the pitch looking tranquilized tonight. But we'll see what happens in it. Hopefully we win. But yeah, fan cams after that, and then emergency meeting either way, because it's another day without a trophy. Before you always do emergency meetings. Yeah, it's another day without a trophy, and it is an emergency, guys.
I love them emergency streams, man. It's so funny. Every time I look at it, I'm like, emergency stream, Gunner will be live. But yeah, man, make sure you go. If you're not subbed already to Lee Gunner and to Lee Reacts, please make sure that you do that, people. Make sure you've hit a like on this one. I really appreciate all of you guys, man, and all of your super chats, all of your comments, everything that you guys have been up to today. I really appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed the show, and I'll be back with a fan cam later, people, after the game. I'm not going to St. James's Park, obviously, otherwise I'll be on my way there now. I ain't going through that. I think I'm going to need to be sedated through it as it goes, let alone be there. So we'll see what happens. But
have a nap, Dan. Have a little nap, mate. Get yourself ready, mate. I'm going to have a little siesta. Yeah, I'm going to get myself pumped up for the game, and then we'll probably lose 1-0.
Yeah, we probably, well, do you know what? Even if we win 1-0, it won't be enough, to be honest. So we'll have to see. But if we do score, Lee, hopefully we'll be careful about our celebration and we'll think about it.
Yeah.
We don't want to get ourselves banned.
Yeah, we don't want to cause a riot.
Do you know what I mean? Don't make like Magpie sack or something like that. Don't do that. Nothing like that. Come on, like keep it calm, people. My goodness, unbelievable. But listen, we're gonna get out of here, people. Big up to everybody in the chat. Thank you all so much for being here. Smash a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Big up.
Yeah.